This is an introduction to Wjewel repair system. It's an integrated part of Wjewel jewelry store management software. But this video has more emphasis on the repair system that we have built in there. So when a customer walks in, we go to add a repair. Either I know their code or I can just find them by their name, by their email address, or by their telephone number. And once I have that, I can either just type here that, for example, resize to size 4.5, and I can put the price in for myself. Or I might use a predefined codes that you can add your own codes, or we also have a standard set of codes and what they do and how much the standard industry standard charges are. So I put this code, it shows it to me that the code is for tightening diamonds and the repair cost standard will be $75 and rush is $125. Again, that's because that's how I have defined it. So I just say that I want to do that one, so these are the items. I can check mark if they are taxable or non-taxable. I can put any other instructions that I want here. I can say the item description, for example, it's an engagement ring. And I can put any other instructions, as I said, or specific notes for the jeweler. If I want to take a picture of the repair, I just right click here and I can either take a picture using my webcam that's attached to my computer, or I can, if I have a picture already saved somewhere, let's say I take a picture with my phone and I put it on my computer, I can just attach it there. We can have multiple pictures related to one repair, and then I can see all of them. They'll get all printed. Now, if a customer leaves me a deposit, I just come here. How are they leaving me a deposit? It can be using cash. They might have a gift card. They might have a store credit. Let's just say that they gave us cash, $10 on account for now. And who is the sales rep for this? That's my sales rep. That again, I can change it. And then at the same time, I can also say if I'm sending it to a specific repair person to take care of it. So I can start with that. Customer information is here, and I just say save it. Now I can print the receipt for the customer, but I can also print or not print the job envelope for it. So let me just show it to you on the screen. This is the receipt that I give, or the repair claim that I give to my customer. It shows obviously our information. It shows how much they paid, what the balance is. The balance is also here. And right now this is set up so it prints 2 copies side by side. We can also set it up for you so it just uses the full page, and that way you print 2 copies. That was the receipt that you give to your customer. This is the actual job bag, and again, it has all of that information with the instruction. And if I had a picture, the picture would have shown up here also. And this is what I put on the job bag, and I send it to whoever the repair person is. Now, the next step is that I want to know what did I use to fix this. So I can just come here and say, labels and parts used for a job bag. So I can either scan the job bag or type in the job bag. Now, if I sent it to a specific vendor of mine, and let's say they did, I don't know, whatever work they did, let's say they polished it again, it's one, and it is, I had to pay them $10 for it. I also used a part for it. It can be a diamond, it can be whatever it is, and again, I used, let's say, 1.23 carats, and I'm good in getting the price by this one. So at $100 a carat, this is the part that I had defined. Now, that way now I can keep track of all of the costs associated with fixing this part. By the way, this part number gets deducted from the inventory. That way I can keep track of my parts inventory here. And also I can go and find out at the end of the week how much do I owe each vendor for the work that they did for my repairs. I can say, show me any work done by this vendor V1, for example, during August or last July or what have you. The other thing is that I can go back and I can also see all of the work that was done for the specific job bag number. I say, okay, and it says it's done successfully, I'm done with it. Now the customer comes back and wants to pick it up. So I just go to customer pickup. If I have the repair claim in front of me, I just scan the job bag, or I type it in, or I can also search it again by the customer, find out his job bag number if I don't remember it. So in any case, I said, this is the job bag. It shows me everything that was done. It shows me that they previously paid me $10. Now they have to pay me another dispatch. So again, I come here and I say, and I define how they paid for it, and I am done. The job is picked up. I can print a receipt for the customer, and that's that. Now, if I want to go back and see which jobs did I do this week and how much did I pay for them, I can just come here and I can say, for example, today or whatever it is, and then it shows me that I did this job bag for this customer and how much I charged it, how much the cost was, so on and so forth. I can also see the rest of the but I can also say it by a vendor, a specific vendor, if I want to see it, or I can see for a specific vendor, as I said, I can specify just one vendor, whatever work they did for me, or I can see by the part number. Now, if you have, let's say, multiple stores and you have to send the job from the main store to your shop, you can say that you sent the repairs to the shop, and that way the screen comes up, you scan the job bags that you are sending to the shop. When the shop receives them, they have to go and acknowledge them. So again, so you can go back and you see which repair jobs are actually today in the shop. The shop starts working on it, and I'll talk about that in a minute. When they are finished, they can say that we are transferring them back to these stores. So they use this option, they scan the jobs that they are sending back to the store. When the store receives them, you can go back here and say receive jobs back in the store. Based on this scanning back and forth, I can actually see that each and every location, are they in the store that received them, or are they on their way to the shop? Are they on their way back from the shop, or are they actually received back at the shop? I can also see the status of a repair, where each one of my repairs are, which ones have been picked up, which ones have not been, are in the shop being worked on, which one haven't been sent yet. The second part that's kind of related to it, well, not kind of, exactly is related to it, is that now that I have the job in the shop, let's say I have 5 different people working on it, how do I follow where is each job bag, which person is working on it, and later on I can follow up and see which person did it. So the very easy thing is I just scan a job bag here, it shows me where it is, and now I can say that I gave it to Joe, and now Joe has this job bag. Next time I scan the same job bag, it shows me that it is by Joe, and I can say, okay, now I took it back from Joe and I gave it to the setter. And then the third time, again, when the setter finished it, at this point I say that the job is completed and it's ready to be picked up. So I click on this and I can see it right at there. I can also click on parts used, and I can see also edit the same thing with jobs, parts they used, so on and so forth. Based on the information that you do here, I can actually later on go and see each person in my repair, if I have multiple people, who worked on which job bag. And again, it doesn't even have to be even a repair job. Let's say it's a job that you have a semi-mount and you have a diamond that you have to put them together. When you are making the sales, you can say that I'm sending these to the shop. Same idea again, it creates a job bag, and then again you can follow it in the repair shop, see where it is at and who did it. You can see a list of jobs that each person actually finished, which jobs are by them right now, which jobs are finished, which jobs are ready to be picked up, which jobs I haven't even given it to anybody yet. So to make sure that they do not fall through the cracks. One more thing that would be useful is if my repair code, and how do I define my repair codes? I can come here and I can say I want to define a custom repair code, and I can call it anything I want. I can assign it a number, or I can assign it the letters. Let's say I want to call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then I can say what is this thing that it is resizing, and then the price, the normal price is $50 and the rush price is $75, and my normal cost for this is $20, and it's going to take me, let's say, $5 of material, and then I can say that it's $2.30 for my overhead. These are all done so that at the end of the month or at the end of the year you can actually see what are the costs. So you can either put the nominal cost here, or you can put the actual parts and labor used by each job back. So I can just add what I want to do here. We also have a set of standard repair costs that, as I said, you can just attach them. Hope this has been helpful.